Nicely struck by the captain, Numan. He's going to get another boundary, this time behind square on the offside. Assalamu alaikum and welcome everyone from Gulberg Gymkhana. It's time for the second eliminator of Shaikhani Super League Season 2, where Downtown Chowdurys are taking on Chayell 11 in this knockout game. Remember, winner is going to get to meet Team Big Bang in the finals on Saturday, and the loser will be heading back home. Chayell 11 winning the toss, deciding to bowl first. And so far, they have got that early wicket of the dangerous opening batter, Ali Naki, but the captain is still out there. It was Zishan who struck in his very first ball of his spell. Now he just guides it past that fielder at short third. Won't get to a boundary, but will still get 2 runs. Downtown Chowdurys losing the first 3 matches in the group stages. Finally find their form, finally find their touch back. They win their last 2 encounters. One against Anam Sports and the other one against Shadab Sports. That was the first eliminator. And now they are finding themselves in this second eliminator against Chayell 11, who just lost 1 match against Big Bang during the league stages. A really good attempted bouncer with some pace as well. Went straight into the gloves of the wicketkeeper. A dot ball to end the over, but a successful over comes to an end from Zishan. 3 overs done. It's 24 for 1. "24 for 1 Downtown Chowdurys. 3 overs still remaining in the batting power play. Zafar is about to start his second. 1 wicket to fall was that of Ali Naki, a hard-hitting opening batter. He was caught in the deep at long on. A wonderful catch taken by Shahid Pathan because that was hit hard. And Farhan is now on strike. Played a really good knock against Shadab Sports in that first eliminator where he scores 64. And his side will be hoping that he can repeat his performance tonight too. Gets it into gap, gets it past that fielder at fine leg. Shahid Pathan won't get near to it. And Farhan is going to collect his first boundary, just using the pace there from Zafar. Slightly shorter in length, it was targeting the leg stump. Just a shuffle across the off stump, and he just guided it past the fielder at fine leg behind square to get a boundary. So 28 for 1, the score is. Still the 4th over in progress. Yes, they've lost a wicket early, but they need a big partnership. The captain, Numan Zafar, has looked very confident at the other end. It all depends on how the other batters bat today. Shot again. It's up in the air. Chance for mid-on. Taken. Hits another wicket. Another big wicket, in fact, for Chayell 11. Because it's Farhan Shah who will walk back to the dugout. It was short once again. He was looking to pull that away. Might have looked to hit it towards mid-wicket region, but that got higher on the bat. And an easy chance for the fielder at mid-on. So 2 big wickets gone in the very first power play. Farhan Shah walking back after just scoring 5. It's 28 for 1. So 28 for 2. Raheem Zishan is the new batter at number 4. Both Zafar and Zishan have now picked up a wicket each. We saw Zishan getting rid of Ali Naqi in the previous over, and now Zafar, after getting a hit for a boundary, has got rid of the dangerous batter Farhan Shah. Both the batters getting out to a shorter pitch delivery. 57 runs so far in the first 3 matches for Raheem Zishan. Once again drifting down the leg side. Might be given as a wide. It is. The previous 2 matches which Downtown Chowdurys won, once against the Aram Sports and the other one, the first eliminator against Shadab Sports. They won both those games while chasing, but tonight they were asked to bat first, and they have been rocked very early in this innings. 29 for 2, 2 top batters out in the dugout. And now it becomes even more important for the remaining batters to come and not only score runs, but score at brisk pace, because they are up against Chayell 11, who finished at the 2nd spot during the league stages. They've got some really good, but still, they look pretty pumped up. They are pretty charged up. They know the importance of this game. They win this, they get to meet Big Bang in the final. But they will look to settle the score against Big Bang, because that was the only team that could defeat them during the league stages. Really good over so far from Zafar. A boundary and a wide, along with that big wicket of Farhan Shah. And after that, it has been just dot balls. 3 dot balls on the trot from Zafar. He's yet to get off the mark, Raheem Zishan. They need a big partnership. Cannot afford to lose another wicket in this batting power play. Change in the field. The fielder from the slip has been taken off, and he has been positioned at short mid-wicket, just pretty close to the bat. Slightly shorter. That was going over the head high, and it has been given as a wide, rightly circus. It was a rising delivery, and that just kept going up. Look at where the wicketkeeper collected that one. And he was jumping in the air as well. This wonderful Shaikhani Super League is nearing its ending stages, with just a one match remaining after this one. That too, the all-important final, which will be played here at this venue 2 days later on Saturday. Slightly short again, outside edge, and put down by the keeper. And he looks disappointed. Another sharp bouncer, this time slightly outside the awesome. He just couldn't get his bat out of the way. Hit from the face of the bat, and the wicketkeeper, even a jump in the air towards his right, still couldn't pounce it. Could have been another wicket for Zafar, but not to be. 4 overs done. Meanwhile, Downtown Chowdurys are 30 for 2. Zishan Nasir got a wicket in his very first delivery in the previous over. Once again, steaming in. Firmly struck. Couldn't get it past the fielder at extra cover. Once again, it Chries has been kept really busy in that region of the field. Numan looks in really good touch. He got a few runs in the previous 2 matches. Got a 50 as well against Aram Sports. Now he's got more responsibility up his shoulders since he has lost his opening partner, Ali Naki, with whom he has been scoring tons of runs. Slightly slower, slightly wide. Very clever bowler Zishan. So far he has picked up 5 wickets in this Shaikhani Super League Season 2. Ideally, they will be hoping that they can bowl out the opposition on a low score. Remember, the net run rate is not an issue. It's just a knockout game. You win this, you are through to the finals. So it's a really significant game for both the sides today. Slightly short, gets it over third man. Once again, slashed hard at it, Numan, and he's going to get another boundary. Not much pace on offer from Zishan, but it was short and it was outside the off stump, and he thrashed hard at it. That's the third boundary that he has collected behind square on the offside. And now we might see some changes to the field, and I'll be surprised if the third man fielder won't go back, especially after that shot. Rightly so, third man has been asked to walk back. Remember, it's the first 6 overs of the innings, so just 2 fielders are allowed outside a 30-yard inner ring. Is long gone in place, and a third man. He gets it over, and this time the ball will just bounce once before it reaches that fielder at third. Had the field not been changed for this delivery, that would have run away for 4 as well. So good, clever thinking from the captain of Chayell 11. Raheem Zishan, who is yet to get up the mark, is now on strike. He was very lucky in the last ball of the previous over when an edge was not taken by the keeper. Slower delivery, picked up in the air, mid-wicket running around. Circling underneath it, and he puts it down. Just get the feeling he didn't even get his hand to it. Might have taken it a little too casually there, the fielder at mid-wicket. Because it was a slower delivery, he was completely deceived because he was that early into that stroke. It went miles up in the air. Mid-wicket was circling around. He thought that he was in a decent position to take that one. But that ball did not even touch his fingers. And a life has been given very early to Raheem. Would have been heading back to the dugout without troubling the scorers, but now he's off the mark with a single. Cleverly bowled once again, a slower delivery which ends in a dot ball. 5 overs have been completed. Downtown Chowdurys are 36 for 2. Just 1 over remaining in the batting power play as Zafar is about to start his third. Starting off with a slower delivery. Put him in nicely towards short fine. Will get a run. Now he'll be a little cautious, Raheem Zishan, especially after being given 2 lives very early in his innings. First, the catch was put down by the wicket keeper of the same bowler. And then we saw a slower delivery where he miscued it. And the fielder at mid-wicket just couldn't complete the catch. Numan at the other end has looked pretty strong. 22 of 18 deliveries for the captain. Once again, swatted that one, but went straight towards Alali at mid-on. He's been trying to get the batters out on a bouncer. Zafar. He's been given few instructions by his fellow teammate Arsal Ali and the captain as well, who himself is standing at short mid wicket at the edge of the ring. It's shot again. This time he gets it on the offside. One bounce and into the fence. His stroke play on the offside has been simply outstanding tonight. Slightly shorter in length, gave himself a bit of room to just open up that offside, and he had no intention of keeping that ball down. Once again, the ball just bouncing once before it went past the boundary row. Shows how well he timed that one. And he did not even try to hit it too hard because he knew once he get it over the fielder on the offside, it's the outfield that's going to do the rest. So making sure once again that he gets a boundary every over, Noman, and keeps the scoreboard moving. Might not be that easy in the middle stages of the innings when the spinners will start to operate. So it's important that you score as many runs as possible with the fielding restrictions in place. Just checking whether he's equally good on the leg side as well or not. Targeting the bats this time, Zafar. Both the fast bowlers have bowled really well so far with this new ball. Both have enjoyed some success. And they have really good variations up their sleeves too. We saw Zishan attempting few slower deliveries in the previous over. And Zafar, on the other hand, has been changing his lengths. He hasn't attempted a slower delivery as of yet. But a combination of bouncer and those fuller length deliveries have done the job so far. I see another good length ball, which will end in a dot ball. So just 6 runs coming. In fact, just 5 runs coming in the last over of the batting power play. And after 6, Downtown Chowdurys are 41 for 2. So the senior bloke, Abdur Rahman Senior, the left arm orthodox About to start his first over. He has bowled really well so far in this Shaikhani Super League Season 2. Even that at times when the other bowlers have struggled, he has found his way of getting wickets. Eight wickets so far for the spinner, and he'll be hoping that he can pick a few more wickets and provide difficulties for the batters of Downtown Chowdurys. From the batting side's point of view, it's important that they haven't lost many, just 2 in the first 6 overs. Sweeping it, gets it in the gap, will get a boundary. Raheem Zishan, not a good delivery from Abdur Rahman Senior. Wasn't turning a great deal, and it was starting from outside the leg stump, so he just sat down on one knee and made sure that he hit it behind square on the leg side, and the fielder at square leg, well, he tried his level best running towards his right, but it was timed too well for him and ended up going past the boundary ropes. Remember, 2 fielders are starting in the deep on the leg side, mid-wicket and square leg. And even the file leg fielder has been standing pretty square. Raheem has been given 2 lives already in his shorter space so far. Can he convert that into a big score? Can he make use of it? Couldn't stop the ball in his follow through. Will get a run of the last ball of the over. 7 overs completed. It's 48 for 2. A spin from both ends. The off spinner, Atif Sayed, coming from the opposite end. But someone like Umair Raza too, who can bowl leg spinners, in fact left arm spinners. So pretty balanced bowling attack for Chayell 11. And in almost every game they have done the job for their side. They haven't conceded many runs in either of the group stage game that they played. And their batters have been scoring runs too. Getting across the off stump, sweeping it once again. Not timed as well as he would have wanted. Shahid Pathan was running towards his right from deep backward square, and he just pulled the ball back inside the ropes. But meanwhile, Raheem Zishan got a couple to his name. Now he has hit that on the opposite direction, on the offside, but once again the ball just bouncing once. Getting on the back foot. He's looking much more confident and much more settled now, Raheem. And that is important for Downtown too. 50 comes up for the batting side. But just get the feeling that the run rate is slightly on the slower side. It's the 8th over in progress. Gets it in the air, gets it in the gap. If they run hard, they might come back for the second, but they decided not to. So 4 runs coming in the opening over of Atif. 8 done. It's 52 for 2. Well, he's being living dangerously right now, Raheem Zishan. The previous ball, the ball went just over Idris at extra cover, and now it was closer to the fielder at deep extra cover, but I guess it was Zishan standing. Shot again, slapped it straight back past the bowler, long gone, will be in action. Just getting through his overs very quietly indeed, Abdul Rahman. Once again, had to drag that one from outside the awesome, which he managed to do, and hit it straight to the fielder at long off. Will get a run, and will stay on strike at the start of next over. 9 overs completed. Downtown Chowdurys are 56 for 2. Few quiet overs from Child 11 bowlers. Just let that ball go straight in the keeper's hand, given as a wide by the on-field umpire outside the off stump. Now they need boundaries. Downtown Chowdhury's shorter in length, still couldn't get it through the gap. Really good job done by Abdul Rahman Senior at backward point. They're bowling according to their field. Two fielders are sitting pretty close to each other on the offside behind square. So he looks to target the leg side region, and once again failed to do so. The run rate has gone even below 6 and over for the batting side. He's going to be stumped, is he? Yes, he is. Was just walking down the pitch while looking to play that stroke, while looking to close the face of the bat. And the ball just went through the gap between the bat and pad. The wicketkeeper might not have gotten the ball in the first attempt, but he still had the presence of mind in dislodging the bails and making sure that Raheem, who was given 3 lives in his innings, couldn't make use of them. And he's walking back after a low score. So third wicket gone down for Downtown Chowdhury's with just 56 on the board. Yes, the left-hander, the new batter in at number 5. Unusual circumstances for Downtown Chowdhury. Their captain is still out there and he has been watching wickets going down at the other end. 3 top batters are back in the dugout already. First one, it was Ali Naki. Then we saw Farhan Shah getting dismissed, taken at mid-on, and earlier in this over, it was Raheem Zishan who's lost his wicket. Gets it in the gap on the offside once again, Noman. And the fielder is going to do the job. He's coming back for the second one. He's going to get there easily. One thing is for sure that Yasser will ask his partner to come back for the second run whenever there is an opportunity. So wicket taking over comes to an end from Atif. Meanwhile, 10 overs have been done and dusted. Downtown Chowdhury's after the halfway stage are 59 for 3. In fact, one more ball remains and he gets it towards long on. So the over finally comes to an end. 10 overs completed. It's 60 for 3. Into his third over now. Abdul Rahman Senior hasn't enjoyed any success so far, but he has been pretty economical. Boundaries have been difficult to come by. We have been mentioning that from the start of the innings. They might get few runs in the first 6 overs, but it's not going to be that easy in the middle and the latter stages of the innings. He's very possessive about his field, Abdul Rahman's. After almost every delivery, he makes sure that the fielder are positioned perfectly. No chance of a run. Yasser initially looks to get those singles to get going, but might not be that easy with Numan at the other end. Not a big fan of running between the wickets. He usually deals in boundaries. Lovely delivery. He can turn the ball both ways, Abdul Rahman, that's for sure. So as a batter, you'll have to make sure that you read the ball from the back of the hands. This one turning in the opposite direction now, away from the left-hander. 40 odd in the first 6, and they have just managed to score 22 in the next 4. That shows the amount of control Chayell 11 bowlers have had on this game. Once again, slightly turning away from the right-hander. He was just staying inside the crease and was looking to heave that on the leg side. Got beaten by the amount of turn. Another dot ball. Another really good over comes to an end from the left-arm spinner. 11 done. It's 63 for 3. Kumail Raza into his first over. Pretty unorthodox action because he moves both of his arms just before his delivery stride. Both the spinners before him, Atif and Abdur Rahman, have bowled really well. Might have just picked up 2 wickets so far in this league, but he has been really effective with his controlled line and length. He hits it over extra cover, gets it in the gap, Yasser, but don't think it has got enough legs for a boundary. He'll just get a run. Now it's Numan on strike once again, who is on 35. His strike rate has gone down a bit. He was striking boundaries at will on the offside in the first 6 overs, but as soon as the fielders have gone back at the boundary ropes, it has become even difficult for him. Shorter and Len will once again get an easy run on the offside, Numan. They need some big overs. An over or two where they can score more than 12 or 15, and their scoring rate will be right back on track. Just get the feeling it's not that easy of a pitch to bat on tonight. And the fact that even Downtown Chowdurys have got some really good bowlers. It's going to be a really interesting competition. They've got Abdul Rauf, who has been simply outstanding, the left arm seamer. Ali Nagi has bowled really well as well. They just get the feeling even if they can score 140 or 150 on this pitch, they can make a match out of it. Right now, no need to look at 180 or 190. Just play the ball on its merit and make sure that you utilize the last 5 overs. And for that, wickets in hand will be crucial. Opening the face of the bat, cleverly played by the captain. But we'll just get a run. That's how good the fielding has been. Yes, they have put down a few chances, but the ground fielding overall has been really decent so far from Chayell 11. Time for another change in the bowling. It's Shahid Pathan, the off spinner. Still remember that he got his keeper injured in one of the games when the ball just bounced and hit the nose of the regular keeper. And after that, it was Idris who had to keep behind the wickets. But this innings from Downtown Chowdurys is going absolutely nowhere. The run rate has gone down below 6 and over. You can see the pressure building on both the batters. Singles have been hard to come by. Forget about boundaries or maximums at this stage of the innings. Noman has been rock solid at the other end, but it has not been getting enough support at the other end. Yasser came in to bat at 5. Had to do the rebuilding job, but in the process, they need to get few boundaries too. Now he has hit that hard. He has hit that in the gap, and well, a good job done by Idris at long on. Just make sure that he doesn't allow the ball go out of his reach. And meanwhile, Noman just collects a single. With fresher legs, any other batter, they would have definitely gone for the second one, but wasn't the case this time. Down the leg side, appealing for it, Shahid Pathan and the wicket keeper. They thought they heard a sound, but they just could not convince the umpire. Might have brushed through the pads. Yasser is not going anywhere. He looks pretty confident. The wicketkeeper is now asking Yasser, and he's just suggesting that the ball might have hit the pads. And he was so busy in appealing for that he even missed a stumping chance. Because he definitely took a step forward once that ball went into the wicketkeeper gloves. Another excellent over comes to an end from Shahid Pathan. Just 3 singles off it. 13 completed. Downtown Chowdurys are still fighting. They are 70 for 3. Kumail Reza about to start his second over. Once again, it's the captain on strike. And that has been the pattern he has batted so far in his innings. Just tries to give himself a bit of room and hits the ball as hard as possible. And the plan was working during the first 6 overs when majority of the fielders were inside the inner ring. But now since the field is widespread, even those powerful shots are just earning him a single. That is where I think he needs to try something different. Maybe coming down the track, hitting over the head of the fielders, over extra cover or mid-wicket. Because the boundaries have clearly dried up for Downtown Chowdurys. They haven't hit one in the last 3 or 4 overs. Yasser, on the other hand, is just looking to lengthen his innings. He do realize that if he stays there till the end of the innings, he can hit those big shots. We have seen him doing it. He got a 50 early on in this tournament. But will he be able to get that big score? Noman into the 40s now. It will be his second half century if he can get those remaining 9 ones. He got one against Aram Sports when they were chasing down 141. Both the openers, in fact, got to a half century in that match. Missed out in the previous match. But tonight he has got another opportunity to get a big score for his team. And that just gives the whole squad a lot of confidence when your captain is leading from the front. And he's holding one end. Yasser has been really good on the back foot. Just punching it towards deep extra cover and just jogging for that single. When will they start realizing that they need boundaries? Just scoring over 5.5 and over. Downtown Chowdurys going for the big shot, hitting the pass. Big appeal from the bowler, but once again, just couldn't convince the umpire. Might have been a little too high, or the impact might have been outside the leg stump. It's the on-field umpire that makes the call, and it's their decision that stays. Faster one attempted, and he was clearly late onto that one. So 2 dot deliveries to end the over with. 14 done. Downtown Chowdurys are 74 for 3. So another wicket fall. It's the captain who has been dismissed. A really good catch and is swallowed through by Shahid Pathan. Was looking to get away from the ball, but the ball just got stuck in his right hand. And a partnership that was building between Zishan and their captain Numan has finally been broken. Numan Zafar walks back after scoring a valuable knock of 41, and Downtown Chowdhuries are now 4 down. Just get a run though. Looking more and more difficult now for Downtown Chowdurys to put up a massive total on the board because they will just have 5 overs remaining after this one. Shahid Pathan has already got his first wicket. You can expect some quick running between the wickets. They will look to convert those singles into twos. And a misfield. And yeah, finally have converted that single into two. He hasn't struck a boundary so far, Yasser, which is pretty surprising. He knew that his partner was struggling at the other end, so could have changed his gears, but he couldn't. Once again, hitting it slightly wide off Abdur Rahman, standing at long off, and will just get a run. So not only Abdur Rahman or Arthur, but even Shahid Pathan is now making life difficult for them. One ball still to go in the 15th over. So just one ball remaining in the 15th over. And then we'll be heading towards the latter stages of the innings. Slightly shorter, hitting it from in front of the stumps. Couldn't find the gap. Will be a dot ball. So 15 done. It's 79 for 4. Abdur Rahman once again returns to the bowling mark with the new batter in, hoping that he can pick up his first wicket of the night. It's his last over of the spell with the left and right hand combination out there. Mustafa, well, he was just itching to get on the field. He was spatted up from the start of the innings, got his opportunity in the 15th over, and now he'll have to launch big in the last 5. Shorter inland, getting it over the non-striker's head, will get a run. He changed his gloves in the previous over, Mustafa. Usually the batters are really superstitious about the gears that he used, the bat, the gloves, the helmet. Might have passed for the gloves that have been helping him score some runs. Short again, cut again, gets it in the gap, Yasser. Long chase with the fielder, a deep extra cover, and he does really well. It was Ishan Nasser who had to cover quite a bit of ground towards his right to stop that ball, which he did. And in the end, Yasser could only pick up a couple. He needs to up the ante now, Yasser. Just get the feeling he's waiting for the fast bowlers to come in. The other one, the ball that just turns away from the left-handers. He has been simply outstanding, Abdur Rahman. in a knockout game. Yes, you haven't picked up a wicket, but to just go for 18 in 3.4 shows volume of how much control you are in. Shorter pulled away. Shahid Pathan has some job to do, and he does. I was just about to say he did really well because he was looking to bend down initially. Then he's got his right leg in the way, partially stopped it, but the ball still had enough pace behind it and it just went past the boundary ropes. So boundary after ages for Downtown Chowdurys. The score now moves on to 88 for 4 with still a ball to go in 16th. That is the first boundary which Abdul Rahman has conceded in his spell tonight. Looks to go another one. Looks through the offside. Goes over extra long off. He gets a 6. Brilliant way to end the over with from Ghulam Mustafa. Initially he got a boundary and now he just gave himself a bit of room and just lifted that ball over long off. And he ends the over with a 6. So 10 runs coming in the last 2 balls of the over. In fact, the last 2 balls of the spell of Abdul Rahman. 16 overs done and dusted. Downtown Chowdurys are 94 for 4. So finally they got a boundary and a maximum in the previous over. Downtown Chowdurys, they'll be hoping that they can continue with that trend in the next 5 too. Yasir was attempting a big shot. The ball just turning away from him. Wasn't even collected by the wicketkeeper, and that might go past the. In fact, the fielder had short fine has stopped it. And he was almost halfway down at the other end, Ghulam Mustafa, and he had to return to his crease. Yasir was not even looking at his partner. Just get the feeling there was an outside edge. It wasn't taken by the keeper, and initially both the batters thought that it might touch the boundary ropes. Short fine leg got down to the ball, stopped it. Ghulam Mustafa wanted to come back for the third, and Yasir wasn't even looking at his partner. He had to return from halfway crease and was lucky enough that he got there. And now Yasir has struck gold. How can you manage that sort of a strand on that shot, especially when you're on the back foot? Just using his hands, rifting it over. Long on and long off and getting a 6. 100 also comes up for Downtown Chowdurys with that maximum. Finally, both the batters have started playing some shots. And that's the need of the hour too. Just cannot deal in singles or twos at the depth of the innings. He goes once again. It's up in the air. Chance for long off. And he takes it. Playing a one big shot too many, Yasir. He was kept quiet for the most part of his innings. He got a 6 of the previous delivery. Was once again looking to clear the field. His bottom hand might have come from the bat of the bat. And Abdul Rahman Sr. takes a really good catch long off. So just when you were sensing that a partnership was about to build, but they will score run freely, they'll lose another. Yasir Akhtar walks back after scoring 21. 5 down now for Downtown Chowdurys. in trying to pull it, but much closer to the bat, and he bowled it much quicker through the air as well, Shahid. Till Yasir was there were still some hopes that they can get those big shots towards the end of the innings. But now it might be difficult for the batters to get boundaries and clear the field. Mustafa might do it. He has done that on previous two occasions. But will he get support from the other end? That's a big question. And slightly shorter, gets it in the gap between square leg and mid wicket. He's running the first one hard. Will look to come back for the second, and he's not going to get there. I think he's not. Yes, the finger has been raised. It's an easy run out, a suicidal run out, in fact, at the striker's end. Kashif was running towards the danger end. He pulled it. Couldn't get it from the middle of the bat. Square leg. Got down to the ball. I think it was Farhad Pollard. Took it from one hand. Threw it at the non-striker's end. It's a bullet throw. Straight over the top of the stumps. Not much work to do for the wicketkeeper. And he makes sure that the batter was well short of his crease by the time he took the bails off. So 2 wickets have gone down in this over for Downtown Chowdurys. First it was Yasir and now Kashif walking back to the dugout. They are 6 down with 103 on the board. Time to bring some pace on as Ishan has now been given the ball. 1 for 13 in his first 2. Probably will be bowling the 18th and the 20th over of the innings. Then the new batter will be on strike. Firmly struck down the ground. Will just get a run towards long off. In fact, come back for the second run. He has hit the stumps directly, and the wicketkeeper still asking that question from the umpire. Another slower delivery, but won't get more than a single at long off. This innings is going absolutely nowhere for Downtown Chowdurys. And the fact that they lost their main batter at the top of the order, Ali Naki, didn't help their cause either. If he could have got them off to a flying start, it would have been different altogether. But since he was dismissed very early, so was Farhan Shah. Just get the feeling their backbone was dropped. Slower delivery, that looks close. Brilliant delivery once again from Zishan. The batter wasn't expecting that slower delivery, that too on point. It was landing on the base of the middle stump, and look at how early the bat moved. No hesitation whatsoever for the on-field umpire. He raised his finger as soon as the bowler started appealing, and Zishan has now picked up his second. Zen is the latest casualty for Downtown Chowdhury's. 106 for 7. .106 for 7. Saqib Mirza, the left-hander, walks in. Stylishly played towards mid-wicket. Will get up the mark with a single. Mustafa finally gets on strike. Just 14 balls remaining for the right-hander to cause some damage, which might not be enough at the end of the innings unless and until he can get his side near to 145 or 150. And that will need some quality striking of the cricket ball. Has been a difficult progress so far for all the batters of Downtown Chowdhury's, and you got to give credit the way Chayell 11 have turned up tonight. Another slower one. That ball was almost dying down, but he still managed to get it in the gap on the offside. I think it's the captain himself who was after the ball, and Mustafa will pick up an easy 2. And looking at the context of the game, this is the 18th over, and to just give away 5 runs up till now, I think it has been a really good job from Zishan. And the fact that he still has an over remaining after this one, probably will bowl the 20th over, so you can expect him to pick a few more wickets. Unless and until the bowler at the other end picks up the remaining 3 wickets. Slightly shorter, but that made a horrible sound of the bat. He will definitely look at the face of the bat cut. That made an awkward sound. It went towards long on. Will just get a run. 18 overs completed. It's 110 for 7. Mustafa, well, the way he has been striking the cricket ball, just get the feeling he could have been promoted up the order tonight. Could have easily come out to bat at number 4 or 5, but by the time he came at the crease, not many overs were remaining for the Chowdurys. He hits it straight, hits it hard and into the side screen. Well, they need few more of those downtown Chowdurys. It was in the slot. He was targeting the stumps, Zafar. But he stayed deep inside the crease, Ghulam Mustafa, and hits it straight back over the bowler's head. Still get the feeling 140, 150 will be a good total on this track. And the fact that their bowlers have been performing really well in the previous 2 matches, so Downtown Chowdhuries will definitely look to make a match out of this one. Slightly short. He's looking to pull it, still getting from the toe end of the bat. Mid-wicket will come around and will still get around to Ghulam Mustafa. Almost every batter struggled tonight for Downtown Chowdhuries, apart from their captain Numan, who scored 41, and now Ghulam Mustafa, who has scored 27, and that too at good rate. So far, 7 of the over, 3 still to go. It's a slower delivery. Once again, it's up in the air. Chance for the bowler himself, and he takes it. Once again, it's a slower delivery that has done the job for Zafar. Was looking to hit that a little too hard there, Saqib, and was very early into that stroke. That ball went nowhere. Comfortably pouched by the bowler himself and his follow through as he picks up his second wicket as well. Saqib has been dismissed after scoring just 1. It's 119 for 8. Farhan just opening the face of the bat and gets it towards third man for a run. Now just 1 ball remaining in this 19th over. And probably Ghulam Mustafa will be hoping that he can just get a single so that he can be on strike at the last over. Has been tough going so far for Downtown Chowdhuries. They really just could not recover after the early blows when they lost 2 quick wickets in the batting power play. Ghulam Mustafa, although he's trying his best to score as many runs as possible, but I just get the feeling they'll fall short of what could be a really good target on this pitch. Shot again, pulled again, gets it over fine leg, will get a boundary. He knows he's got a boundary, but He won't be on strike at the start of next over. 19 overs completed. It's 124 for 8. As expected, it's Zishan who will be bowling the last over of the innings, and most importantly for the Chowdurys, they've got a single, and Ghulam Mustafa is now on strike. 31 of just 13 deliveries, a pretty contrasting effort from the other batters of Downtown Chowdurys. He has found it relatively easier to hit boundaries tonight. As he looks to go for another one, gets it wide of long on and might get a boundary. He does. This is solid power hitting towards the end of the innings from Ghulam Mustafa. Once again, clearing his front leg out of the way and making sure that he gets it to the right of the long on fielder. Might not have come from the middle of the bat. If that would have been the case, it would have gone over the boundary ropes, but a boundary will still do the job for the Chowdurys. Fuller in length, he hits it straight and hard, and that has gone even further. And that was almost very close to one of our cameramen straight down the ground. Zishan once again hitting it, getting it fuller in length, and Ghulam Mustafa making full use of that length, getting it over the bowler's head and getting it well over the side screen too. You never know, these runs towards the end of the innings can prove to be really crucial at the end of the game. Slower delivery comes down the wicket, hits it over long off, and he gets it over him as well. Back-to-back sixes from Ghulam Mustafa. And you were just mentioning if they can get somewhere between 140 and 150, the game will be on. And he has helped his side to go past 140 at least, with 2 balls still to go. What an innings he has played tonight, Ghulam Mustafa. 47 of just 16. Personal milestone won't be on his head because he will make sure that he can send those 2 remaining balls out of the park too. Another slower one. This time he missed out. Should have looked to hit that straight down the ground as well. Instead, he went for that horizontal bat stroke and the ball did not bounce either. A rare dot ball in his innings, Ghulam Mustafa. So they won't get 150, but if they get a 6 at the last ball of the innings, at least they will finish the innings on a positive note. This last over from Zishan has been really expensive. He scoops it. Wonderful connection by Ghulam Mustafa. He gets a boundary of the last ball of the innings, and most importantly, he gets to his half century too. 51 of just 18 deliveries for Ghulam Mustafa tonight in the all-important eliminator. This is the fastest of the tournament. Coming into bat when there were not many overs remaining and the wickets were falling down at the other end, to get to a half century in just 18 deliveries. That is a quality innings. 4 boundaries and 4 maximum for him tonight, and he has given slightest of hope for his side to stay in the winning contention. Brilliant improvisation towards the end of the innings, making sure that he gets a boundary and a much needed one. So 145 is what Downtown Chowdurys have managed to get in their 20 overs. And Chayell 11 will be chasing 146 in their 20 overs so that they can meet Big Bang in the final. Time for the second innings in the second eliminator of Shaikhani Super League Season 2. DownTown Chowdurys have scored 145, so 146 is the target for Chayell 11. Usama and Arsal Ali have come out to open the innings, and we saw first runs being scored courtesy of the leg by, which went towards third man. Tall right-arm fast bowler Sufyan has taken the new ball. We have already seen the bounce that he gets with that new ball, especially when he hits the deck hard and looks to bowl at that good length area. Arsal Ali has been in some really good form. Slightly short pulled away in front of square. He's going to look to come back for the second one, and he's going to get there easily. He's pretty strong whenever you bowl to his legs or on the line of the stumps, because he just picks that ball up towards square leg region. We saw him struggling in that game against Team Big Bang when they kept bowling him outside the off stump, and the regular change of pace didn't give him enough pace on offer. And that was the only time he struggled in this league. Otherwise, in the previous three matches, in the first three matches, in fact, for Chayell 11, he was amongst the runs. He has gone 2 half centuries so far, one of the leading run scorer in this 5-team series. And tonight in this all-important knockout game, he will be hoping that he can win it for his side with some valuable contribution with the bat. 174 runs so far in the first 4 matches, 2 half centuries. Thought again, hits it up in the air, and that is going to go over square leg. Magnificent hit from Arsal Ali. Sufyan was hoping that he can surprise the batter with that bouncer, but he was quick on his toes, make sure that he got proper connection, and he got it comfortably over square leg, went up the row first position, and he could just watch that ball sail over his head. So the first maximum of the innings coming from the batter for Arsal Ali, and they are up and running. Chayell 11. Downtown Chowdurys lost 2 early wickets in the batting power play, but this is the attacking cricket that he brings, that he plays. Hitting the pass, big appeal. Might have been drifting down the leg side, but a really good follow-up delivery this from Sufyan. It was full, it was pacey. He was late onto that one, and he was lucky enough that the ball was just drifting down the leg side. But if he can stay till the 7th or 8th over, he can score half of the runs for his side. Arsal Ali, slightly slower through the air, just gets it towards backward of point. No run taken of the last 2 balls of the over. First over done and dusted. Chayell 11 are 9 without a wicket. Naveed Ballari will share the new ball alongside Sufyan, the left-arm seamer, who comes around the wicket. Starts off with a shortish delivery that has been put away comfortably by Osama towards long on. Now, he doesn't have that much pace, but the angle that he generates by coming wider of the crease, he can create difficulties for the opening batters, especially if he can get that ball move away after pitching. Because the angle suggests to the batter that the ball will be coming into the pads. Arsal Ali just flicks it. He gets it over square leg and will get a boundary. He's very strong on the leg side, Arsal Ali, and you just get the feeling that they might have just played in the hands of the right-hander by bringing Naveed on against him. A six and a boundary for the opener already. They will have to make some really quick bowling changes tonight. Downtown Chowdurys, they cannot afford to leave it a little too late. Abdurrahman, who has been in scintillating form, should be given the ball as early as possible. Slightly slower, gets it over the offside. Abdurrahman running backwards. It's not going to go all the way for 4. Looking to come back for the second run, and the throw was slightly wider. Madar Salali has equally been really good between the wickets. Might have been an off-cutter attempted by Naveed. He was once again looking to walk down the track. Just managed to get it over cover. Where up the row was position, he ran backwards, made sure that they just got 2. Can expect some entertainment early on with Salali on strike because he likes to score runs as quickly as possible. Just chips it past the bowler. Slightly up, it was up in the air for quite a bit of time, but it was just a little wide from the bowler himself, and he just could not stop it in his follow through. Came from the middle of his bat. Look at that blade that he carries, Salali. And as soon as he struck it, he straight away went for that single. That's how active he is when he's batting. Eight of the first 4 ball. Now it's Usama on strike. Shorter in length, pulled away, powerfully struck. 1 bounce and into the fence it goes. First boundary for Usama. Once again, not a good line of attack from Naveed. Slightly shorter in length. That too against Usama, who's got a decent height, so it got to him at a really nice length. And he managed to hit it behind square on the leg side. So both the openers getting a boundary each in this over from Naveed. And they have managed to extract 12 of this over to go with 9 that they scored in the previous one against Sufyan. Long on and deep square leg in place. Once again, Naveed steaming in and coming around the wicket. Slightly slow, it's up in the air. He has miscued it. Chance. And taken. He deceived the right-hander with the lack of pace. Naveed got hit for 2 boundaries earlier in this over. Then he came back strongly. Bowled it wider outside the off stump. Usama was just looking to lift it over extra cover. Hitting the toe end of the bat, and the fielder at extra cover making no mistake whatsoever. So they needed early wickets. They have got one. Usama just scoring 5 tonight in this all-important eliminator. Goes back after just facing 3 deliveries. And Chayell 11 have been rocked early. They are 21 for 1. 1 for 1 after 2. Sufyan is about to start his second. Arsal Ali once again on strike. They just lost Osama on the last ball of the previous over. So again, it's that flick shot that he loves so much. Arsal Ali, he wants to come back for the second, and we'll just get there. Now, whenever you are looking to play the shot in the outfield, you need to make sure that you get that ball away from that man on your screen. Up the rope, he's just so quick across the turf. He gets to the ball as early as possible, and the release and the throw is pretty good as well. Most of the time, he's pretty accurate. So you have to be a little watchful when you're looking to come back for the second one. But that's how he plays it, Arsal Ali. He doesn't shy away from the challenge. Gets it straight, gets it over the mid offset, gets another boundary, Arsal Ali. Might have been moving in the air as well, but he's playing with a straighter bat and getting it between mid on and mid off. You get him out early and you are in a chance of winning this game. If he gets a big score, they will chase it down very easily, Chayell 11. Short and wide, cut away, gets it in the gap, will get another boundary. Back-to-back boundaries now for the right-hander. And Sufyan is clearly struggling against Arsal tonight. Might have been a slower delivery as well, but you provide that room and that lane to Arsal Ali, he's going to smash you every time of the day. .145 is not a low score, looking at the way the pitch behaved in the first innings, but you need to make sure that you pick up early wickets and stop the flow of runs. Big appeal, but was definitely going down the leg side. Now, on 2 or 3 occasions, Sufyan has managed to hit the pads, but you could see the middle and the off stump, so it was natural for the ball to just go down the leg side. Now he just taps it to back pat point. Got the runs they were looking for, 10 of this over already. Making sure that they are still going above the required run rate, which is 7.5 almost, but they're scoring at 10 right now. Down the leg side, gets it fine. Will get another boundary. Arsal Ali, poor line and length from Sufyan. Previous 2 deliveries are pretty good, but this time just straying on the pads, and Arsal Ali flicking it past fine leg fielder and gets his 3rd boundary of the over. So 14 runs coming in that over from Sufyan, 3 done. It's 35 for 1. He stayed at the non-strikers end throughout the previous over, when it was Arsal Ali who was busy collecting 3 boundaries against Sufyan. Another hard hitter of the cricketing ball, Farhad Pollard, has been promoted up the order tonight at number 3. Naveed was a touch expensive in that first over when he gave away 12 runs, but he came back strongly and got rid of Osama Salahuddin on the last ball of his first over. So we can carry on picking up wickets for Downtown Chowdurys. They will still be in this competition. Gets it over extra cover and mid off. It's up in the air, but it goes over and it will roll past the boundary ropes as well. Getting away from the line of off stump, opening the offside and just playing inside out over extra cover. Boundaries have been very easy to come by for Chayell 11 so far in the first few overs. Well, it was so difficult for Downtown Chowdurys. That's the attacking mindset that they have brought in this series. Getting it towards mid wicket will just get a run. Good running between the wickets. Well, you can expect that from Arcel Ali. But Farhad also making sure that as soon as he hit it towards mid wicket, who was standing at the edge of the ring, so just took a bit of a fraction of a second in getting to the ball and getting down to the ball. But by that time, both the batters had already completed that run. Slightly slower through the air. A misfield from extra cover. And Arcel Ali will look to come back for two, and he does. This is something they cannot afford to do in this small run chase. Downtown Chowdhury, they have to work hard to protect, to save each and every run. But they are going to gift away these runs very easily. They're just helping the cause of the opposition. That's a bread and butter stroke from Arcel Ali. You target the pads and you are paying the price for it. Just flicks it past the fielder at fine leg, Arcel. And that ball just raced away to the fence. He's playing almost a similar knock to what Mustafa did for Downtown Chowdhury in the first innings, but that came towards the end of the innings, and now Arcel Ali at the top of the order, providing the all-important start to Chayell 11. And he now also becomes the leading run scorer of this Shaikhani Super League Season 2, going past Ali Naki, who might not have another chance to bat if the Chowdhuries goes down in this game. Walking onto the ball, getting it towards mid-wicket, will get a run and will keep the strike as well at the start of next. 4 overs done. Chayell 11 are going along very smoothly indeed. They are at 47 for 1. Both the new ball bowlers, and now Sufyan has been replaced by another left arm seamer of the Rauf. Chipped in the air and just gets it past the outstretched right hand of the bowler. Almost picked up a wicket of the very first ball in his spell. And he'll be bowling at decent pace, that's for sure, up the Rauf. And that is why he has been so successful in this Shaikhani Super League Season 2. He has been picking up wickets on regular basis. But doesn't get better than that. 7 wickets so far in the 5 matches that he has bowled. And his side will be hoping that he can get few more tonight. Thrashing shot. Excellent timing and placement. It was not a bad delivery. He hit that on the up, but he made sure that he get it in that small gap between extra cover and mid-off. And that just went past that fielder at mid-off and touched the boundary rope. So 50 up for Chayell 11 in just 4.2 overs. And with that, Arsalan Ali now into the 40s as well. It's going to be a really good challenge between the bat and ball when Abdur Rauf is bowling and Arsalan Ali is batting. Slightly shorter, and that has definitely hit him, and he looks in pain. Straight away taking the gloves off. Might have hit one of the ribs. That was a quick delivery from Abdur Rauf, and he is known for doing that. He did that to Daniel Asif too of Shadab Sports, and now he has done it to Arsalan Ali. It was slightly shorter. He was looking to pull it for just hitting his right side, and he's done for the count right now. So Arsalan Ali is back on his feet. Now he got that shape into the right-hander of the Rauf. साथ नहीं देती. Once again, a good rising delivery and making full use of that height for Farhad Pollard. .51 for 1. He's just bowling his first over right now of the rope, but you can expect him to continue with his spell. As a captain, you cannot afford to just give him 2 overs in the first spell and bring him on at the depth of the innings, because the match might not go till the 18th or 19th over, looking at the way both these batters have batted so far. So you need to make sure that your pace bowler, your wicket-taking bowler, bowl as many overs as possible to get the bounce. That went over his head, and rightfully so, has been given a wide. As Farhad Pollard is not short at all. He's really tall, and that went just over his head. And that was a very pacey delivery because his bat went up. But even before that, the ball went past him. Good comeback this from Abdur Rauf. Once again on striker, Salali once again was looking for that flake shot behind square on the leg side. The ball just hitting the pads and going absolutely nowhere. A dot ball to end the over with 5 done. It's 54 for 1. It's a double bowling change. The left-arm orthodox Farhan Anwar bowling the last over of the batting power play. Was hit really hard, but that just might have hit Arshad Ali at the non-striker's end. Otherwise, that would have just raised back past the bowler for a boundary. So Farhad Pollard might consider himself very unlucky because could have got a boundary, but instead it ended up being a dot ball. Now he has managed to hit it over mid-on, and that might go all the way for 6. Yes, it does. Once again, fuller in length from Farhan. Clearing his front leg, Farhad Pollard, and hitting it comfortably over mid-on. So it was an easy shot to play, but he still managed to get it over not only the fielder's head, but over the boundary ropes too. The required run rate is definitely not an issue for Chayell 11. In fact, he got 9 wickets in hand in the block hole outside the off stump. Trying to stay away from the hitting zone of the right-hander. Just changed his gloves for Farhad Pollard. 11 of 7 deliveries, striking at a good pace. Much slower through the air, slightly shorter in length, gets it on the back foot towards long off, will get a run. Remember, it's the last over of the batting power play, and after that, 5 fielders will be allowed to stand outside the inner ring, so we might not see that many boundaries, but with Arshad Ali on strike, you can expect anything. Not only he has now become the leading run scorer in this series, but he has all the time in the world to get to another half century, which will be his third of the tournament. Farhad Pollard hits it once again, gets it over mid-on, and that's another 6. It's the second of the over, and so far he has got the better of Farhan. Dragged it from outside the off stump, still managed to get that much height and the distance behind it, and that ball went comfortably over the long on boundary. So 2 sixes coming in that over from Farhan. 6 overs have been done and dusted. Chayell 11 are 68 for 1. .68 for 1. Abdurrahman just gave away 7 in his opening over, but Farhan at the other end gave away so many runs. Still need wickets. Downtown Chowdurys. The batting power play is over, as signaled by the on-field umpire. The required run rate well below 6 for Chayell 11. Once again, drifting down the leg side. The ball not hitting the bat. Might have struck the bats. Will get an easy leg by. Driven straight to backward point. No run on offer. They just have 3 fast bowlers tonight. Downtown Chowdurys, Sufyan and Naveed have bowled their 2 overs. Well, they still have Saqib in their playing lineup, playing 11. But it's all important how their spinners are going to operate. They have got Ali Nakli, whose spell will be really crucial in this run chase. Once again, hitting that length hard up the rope. And they're doing the right thing by respecting up the rope, because they know they can score runs of the other bowlers from the other end. Even if they can see out his remaining overs of the rope by just dealing in singles and dot balls, they will have chances to score runs against the other bowlers. And the fact that required run rate is not an issue, so they will look to just pick up singles and twos. And if a bad delivery comes, then they can hit that for a boundary. Nicely struck. Gets it in the gap. Don't think he's going to come back for the second. Excellent fielding from Saqib. He was standing at square leg, had to run to his left, which he did. Made sure that he doesn't allow Arsal Ali to come back for the second, which he always looks to do. Slightly shorter in length, pulled away, but there is protection out there. A deep square leg will just get a run. So doing the basics right now. Chayell 11. They know they just need 75 more to win. They've got such a strong batting lineup. The likes of Idris and Shahid Pathan and the captain as well, yet to come out. And that's why it is so important to make use of the first 6 overs. Downtown Chowdhury's couldn't do so. They couldn't score many runs, lost 2 wickets, but look at how they have come out all guns blazing, talking about Chayell 11 batters. And this time the ball has hit the helmet. Once again, it's up the rope, and you can expect that to happen whenever he bowls. In the previous over, he hit the ribs of Arsal Ali, and now he has struck the helmet. And full marks to Arsal Ali. He's not shying away from the challenge. He's taking on the fast bowler. That was a really good bouncer. He was lucky that the ball did not go through the gap between the grill and the top of the helmet. It's going to be a dot ball to end the over. Meanwhile, 7 done. It's 72 for 1. Saqib replacing Farhan. A bit of misfield, and Farhad will get off strike. Now, he doesn't have that much pace as Abdul Rauf possesses, so will be a relatively easier opponent to handle for Arsal Ali. Swinging away from the right-hander, gets an outside edge, will get a boundary towards third man. That ball was curling away from him, and he still went with that drive. He was lucky enough that the third man was inside and it was a little too square, and it went past the boundary ropes. So he's not going to stop playing those strokes, Arsal Ali. No matter if you hit him on the helmet or the ribs, he's going to come hard against the bowlers, and so far he's getting those valuable runs. Just 69 away runs. 69 runs away now, Chayell 11. Slower delivery. Gets a bit of an inside edge, and he's lucky enough that it didn't hit the stumps on its way through to the fielder at short fine. Both the batters have made sure that the run rate stays above 10 and over. Big booming drive, but once again it's that shape away from the right-hander. He's getting some swing in the air, Saqib. Slower delivery, completely squared him up, and the fielder at short third decided not to throw because maybe there was no one backing up at the non-strikers end. And when Arsal Ali is running between the wickets, there are not many chances of running him out. 7 runs of this over as well with a ball to go. Once again, Trimmon on the outside, running the first hard. He wants to come back for the second, but his partner sent him back, and rightly so. 8 runs coming in this over of Saqib. 8 overs completed. Chayell 11 are 80 for 1. Ali Naki comes into bowl for the first time in this innings. Now he gets some turn and he gets the bounce, but he doesn't stop Arsal Ali from getting another single towards mid-wicket, and that is how he goes past another half century. It's his third of the tournament. He can raise the bat to the dugout. 7 boundaries at a maximum so far for the right-hander, and he's not done yet. Now we just saw the graphics early on. He's the second highest run getter in this tournament, Ali Naki, to go with the 6 wickets that he has picked up. So even if his side doesn't make it tonight and qualify for the final, he will still be in contention of winning the Player of the Tournament award. He has been performing and contributing in almost every game for his side. But the fact that they lost their first 3 matches is the main reason why they might not be in the final. They finished at the 4th spot. That's why they had to play the extra game, the first eliminator against Shadab Sports. And now they are playing against Chayell 11, who is a much stronger side. Once again, slightly shorter, but just couldn't get it from the middle. Arsal Ali. He can play his shots all across the ground, but you just get the feeling that he is predominantly a very strong leg side player. He gets those boundaries on the offside too, but if a bowler can bowl at a good line and length just outside the off stump, you just can trouble him a bit. We saw that against Team Big Bang when they kept it outside the off stump on regular basis, and he found it difficult to score runs. Farhad Pollard shuffle across the off stump, gets it in the gap. Will he get a boundary? Yes, he does. Once again, making sure that they get that boundary every over. Was moving outside the off stump. He knew the ball will be turning into his pads. He hit it way too early, made sure that he hit it in the gap between long on and mid wicket, and he got a boundary to his name. 7 runs coming in the opening over of Ali Naki. 9 done. It's 87 for 1. Saqib about to start his second. Arsal Ali once again on strike. Tries to hit it straight, long off, just puts it down. And that goes past the boundaries too. I think it was Yasir standing at long off. He was charging towards the ball. It was dying on him. Couldn't struck it from the middle of his bat. It was dying down. He dived in front too. Got his hand to it. But the ball just going past his hands and ending up touching the boundary ropes. So boundary coming at the last ball of the previous over. And now Arsal Ali starting this over with a 4 as well. Now he just pulls it towards fine leg. Will just get a run. This is turning out to be a really good partnership for the second wicket between Farhad Pollard and Arsal Ali. And looks like the decision of sending Farhad at top of the order works. He decides to go big and he gets it over the side screen. Farhad with another 6. It's all becoming too easy for Chayell 11. They are just racing towards the target. Might have been a slower delivery. It was in the slot. And Farhad Pollard showing the strength that he has got. Hitting it over the bowler's head and hitting it over the boundary ropes too. Saqib under the pump. 71 runs added by these two. Once again, it's up in the air. And it goes along off. Not for a second we thought that he got it from the middle of the bat. Another cutter attempted by Saqib. Got from the toe end of the bat, but that's the strength on display here from Farhad Pollard. Another 6 going over the long off set. Back-to-back 6s and 100 is up for Chayell 11. Look at the stance. Wide open stance. Outside the off stump. He was looking for another big shot, but it was just a little too wide. It has been given as. Looks like this is the best tactic against Farhad Pollard. Just keep the ball away from his reach. Because if you're going to target the stumps and he gets it from the middle of the bat, the ball is going to travel to journey. Full toss. Now he gets it past extra cover. Abdur Rauf once again charging towards the ball and does a good job in the outfield. They can't leave it too late. Fuller driven once again. Yasir running to his really productive over this for Chayell 11. 2 sixes and a boundary coming off it. 10 overs completed. They are at 107 for 1. Farhad Pollard once again decides to go big. It's up in the air and it just lands in front of Abdurrahman, who does a really good job. Had there been any other fielder, that would have gone past him. He knew he might not be able to get there to take that catch, so he didn't go for the catch, but instead he decided to save those 3 runs. Pulls it, and the fielder almost overruns it. It was Saqib standing at deep square leg, and the ball was curling away from him. It was nicely struck by Arsal Ali once again. Got on top of the bounce, but look at the jump in the air. Saved a certain boundary once again. So in the previous 2 deliveries, both the batters could have got a boundary, but due to some excellent effort in the fields, they stopped those boundaries. Pollard goes big. He gets it behind square and he gets it over the boundary ropes. He has got the better of Ali Naki tonight, that's for sure. He could hit him for a boundary in the previous over, and now he has struck it even better. And has got a 6 to his name. So he's on 47-2. Just 3 runs away from his half century as well. Pollard just living up to the reputation of his surname, Farhad Pollard. A hard hitter of the cricketing ball, promoted up the order, and he's doing the job for his team. Once again, shuffles across the crease, gets it over mid-wicket, gets a 6 and gets to a half century. Brilliant innings from Farhad Pollard. 50 of the highest caliber for the right-hander. 53 of 24 deliveries, and he's doing it single-handedly for his side. 6 towering sixes and 2 boundaries in his innings tonight. 50 of just 24 deliveries, and what a performance this has been from Chayell 11. Right from the word go, they didn't give anything away to the opposition while they were batting, and now they have punished almost every other bowler that has come against him. 122 for 1 it is after 11. So it's Abdul Rauf once again in the attack, and he gets a wicket of the very first ball. The ball was angling away from Arsal Ali. He was looking to blast that ball on the outside, got an outside edge, and the wicketkeeper takes a regulation chance. So Arsal Ali goes, but not before he has once again played a really crucial knock in this eliminator. Another half century for the right-handed opener, 59 of 39. 2 down now for Chayell 11. It's 102 for 22 for 2. Arsal Ali goes and Irtiza Khan walks in. He's a left-hander. Just get the feeling it's a little too late now for Downtown Chowdurys. Could have brought up the Rauf early on. In fact, should not have even taken him off the attack. Because he's a genuine wicket taker. Should have picked up wickets early on. He was taken off the attack. Spinners were preferred over him and they leaked few runs. Hitting it across the line, getting it towards mid-wicket. Saqib is out there. And Irtaza gets off the mark with a single. Gets an outside edge. It's gone fine and will touch the boundary ropes. So even the luck is going in the favor of Chayell 11. Once again, that ball going across the right-hander with the angle. He went for that drive, got an outside edge, and the ball went towards third man, where there was no one in place. Just 19 runs away now, Chayell 11. Shot again, it's up in the air. And it's going to land in no man's land. Sufyan, well, he just couldn't get there in the end. Even the wicketkeeper did not even bother to go and take that catch. But once again, it's the bouncer. Abdul Rauf was so close of picking up another one. He's the bowler who brought them till this stage, till that second qualifier. And now, unfortunately, Downtown Chowdurys are going to bow down. Gets it on the outside. But there is a fielder out there in the deep. Irtaza will just get a run. Looks like he wants to play his shots too. He's not out there to pace those dot deliveries. He knows that there are not many runs remaining, so He want to get in some good form too. Want to get some runs just before the all-important final against Big Bang on Saturday. And he has bowled his heart out up the rope, not only in this match but in the previous matches as well. Once again, hitting it up in the air, but will just get a run. Farhad Pollard, a relatively decent over comes to an end from downtown Chowdurys' point of view. 12 overs completed. It's 130 for 2. But will just get a run towards deep mid wicket. Just 15 runs away now, Chayell 11. They have been one of the consistent sides in this Sheikhani Super League after Team Big Bang. They just lost one game during the league stages, and they will have a chance to redeem themselves to settle the score against Big Bang in the all-important final. It are just blocking it, and Noman will stop it in his follow-through. There was a bit of hope for downtown Chowdurys when Ghulam Mustafa struck a really quick half century towards the end of the innings, towards the end of the first innings. But the way Arshad Ali and Farhad Pollard batted, it became a lot easier for Chayell 11. No one backing up at the non-striker's end, and he's going to collect a run easily. So the game can still get over within this over if he can strike few big shots in the last 3 balls for Farhad Pollard, and he's pretty much capable of doing that. Noman Zafar once again flighting the ball up, and he was in 2 minds whether to go for the big shot, but he decided to just block it in the end. Another low full toss. This time we'll get it towards the long on and we'll get a run. So surprisingly, a very decent over this from Noman Zafar. It's the first time he has bowled in this tournament. You can also think that the opposition is just giving him a bit of respect, but take no credit away from the way he has bowled so far in the first 5 deliveries. And just when we are praising him, he bowls one down the leg side. This gets a little tickle, but fine leg will stop it. Just 4 runs coming in his opening over. 13 done. It's 134 for 2. tonight. Starts off with a shortish delivery that has been put away comfortably at long on. Will get a run. The throw hitting the stumps at the non-strikers end directly, but the batter was well inside. So clinical performance tonight from Chayell 11. They won the toss. They opted to bowl first. The captain wanted to break the winning streak of Downtown Chowdurys, who were comfortably winning the previous two matches while chasing. So they were asked to bat first and they could only score 145. Nicely struck. Gets it in the gap and gets a boundary. It was slightly short from Farhan. He just slapped it to the right of the fielder at long off. Not much ground to cover, but he just couldn't go down to the ball. So 7 for Irtaza and just 7 needed for Chayell 11. Comes down the wicket and might be stumped. He is stumped. Was looking to play that big shot to just end the game for his side. The ball just turned away from him fractionally. And the wicketkeeper collecting the ball, taking the bails off, and Irtaza always short of his crease. So he walks back after scoring 7. It's 139 for 3, Chayell 11. To win. Pulls it slightly wider outside the ostrom. It didn't bounce a great deal. Hassan, the captain, coming in at number 5 with just 7 needed by his side. Bowls it wide again, gets it just over extra cover where Ali Naki was standing and will get off the mark with a single very easily. So just one big hit away now, Chayell 11, and you can expect Farhad Pollard to finish the game off on this particular delivery. He has hit 7 towering sixes in his innings tonight. Slightly short, slightly wide. Couldn't get it past Ali Naki. Hit extra cover. Will be another dot ball. 6 runs and a wicket coming in that over. 14 done. It's 140 for 3. Naman will be starting his second. Once again, slightly flatted up, hits it straight, but the fielder at long on just comes in the way of the ball in the boundary, and Farhad gets another run. So the captain has got a chance of hitting the winning runs if he can get a maximum of this delivery. But Noman is not in the mood of giving away easy deliveries, although it was flatted up and you can expect the batter to come just down the track and hit the ball comfortably, but sometimes it proves to be a little more difficult. It's a full toss. He gets the treatment, gets it behind square over the boundary ropes, and that's the winning shot. So Chayell 11 have comfortably defeated Downtown Chowdurys in the second eliminator, and they have qualified for the finals of Shaikhani Super League Season 2, which will be played on Saturday night against Team Big Bang. A brilliant performance all around from the men in blue. Right from the word go, they were pretty clinical with the bowling performances and the way the opening batters came out. All guns blazing, Usama and Arsal, along with Farhad, who came at number 3, promoted up the order, scored a brilliant half century, 7 towering sixes innings tonight, making sure that he single-handedly win the game for his side. Just 3 wickets to fall. And Downtown Chowdurys, well, they will bow down up the tournament with their head held high, because they did a pretty decent job in the previous 2 matches, just couldn't get better of the opposition tonight.